for today's cup of coffee with Scream. God. Oh, my God.
Oh.
January the 2nd. The second day of 2025. Oh, my God.
2025.
Are we having fun yet?
I don't know. Are we? I think we are. Sort of, kind of, maybe.
I don't know. We're hopefully prepared for... No, we are not prepared for the storm, because I spoke to my mother today and she's like, oh, well, I'm out of blood pressure medicine. And I'm like, what? I started trying to get everybody prepared days ago. Days. And there's always at least one that's going, well, I'm out of this and I have to have this. And I'm... Yes.
Well...
So,
I mean, it's not just one person. I think it's two. Is that correct?
I don't know.
Maybe they did get it. Maybe they finally got it the last time they went out.
No, the other ones, the oldest kid got his prescription because Omega picked it up.
Okay, good.
As far as why Mom didn't pick her stuff up when she was out shopping with Omega, I don't know. But hopefully we will have a little bit of time before the storm hits. There was this interesting map of the storm that was making its way across Twitter, X, whatever.
It's obscene.
Yeah. I think it was just a matter of saying, hey, this storm is going to fuck you up.
It looked like that one bat from Saints Row 3.
It was... Everybody
or
was
just
making
from Saints Row.
I don't know who made that chart. I don't know if they didn't pay attention to the chart or what. Or if they did it just for shits and giggles. It very well could have been.
Sometimes it's very much.
Somebody like me going, huh?
Yeah.
And then to try to claim ignorance. No. Some people, it's not just a claim. It's a reality.
Yeah.
Some
people do it and they just don't think.
Yeah. But it has been, I'm sure that everybody, unless they're living under a rock, and God bless those that are living under rocks right now, as far as what happened there in Las Vegas, what happened in New Orleans, or New Orleans, whichever way that you want to say that. Just madness, insanity, and we knew this was going to happen, and it's going to happen for a minute.
Yeah. How long? How much longer? Originally, it was 80 days.
Well, that was what it was, but I don't know what the countdown is on that now. I would have to go back and re-listen to some of the info because it was so vast, and I honestly should have taken notes. For real, I should have taken notes, but sometimes doing that breaks the flow of me getting information as I listen to other people delivering information.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how it works in my world.
Right.
And people, I don't understand anything. End of statement.
We don't know shit about shit.
Understand.
I don't know nothing.
But when you have these news channels or news clips or whatever on the YouTube, because I don't watch them on the YouTube, I watch political commentary or I watch different things like that on Rumble.
On the YouTube.
And it's like, do the news, the quote-unquote news outlets censor themselves? Because a lot of the commentators self-censor and they sound retarded.
Yeah. Whatever happened to just the bleeping? Like the audible bleeping.
There should not be. It used to be that the bleeping was just for what words were considered obscene. I chose violence.
Violence? Mother, I crave violence.
And an edit. There's a sneeze. I have these violent sneezes. I mean, truly. And some of these people doing these little chew. No. No.
No, it's genetic.
Chose violence.
It's genetic. We all do it. We all scream.
It's intense. It really is. Maybe I should leave it in.
Sometimes it hurts.
But anyhow, when you've got people that there are words for certain actions. The actions are sometimes extremely grotesque. And the words are used to describe those grotesque criminal actions. But if you are not allowed to use the words, I don't think you get the true vileness of the actions.
That's true. How come the news outlets are allowed to use whatever, vocabulary, but the people aren't?
That's one of the things. And our picture today is none other than Carl Kolchak.
Kolchak.
As Kolchak, the Night Stalker.
Independent reporter.
And there were 2 movies, and then, do you know that there was only 1 season?
What?
There was only 1 season of the Night Stalker.
For real?
Yeah.
But I figured they at least ran for 2 seasons. No. What the fuck happened?
Well, according to the Google search, that the reason it only lasted 1 season, and they're quoting IMDb, was it was canceled because Darren McGavin, he was the one who played Kolchak brilliantly, I may add, asked to be released from his contract and said that he became disappointed after the series scripts, with the series scripts rather, and was exhausted from his uncredited producing duties. And there were 3 scripts that were left unproduced. And I think that is criminal.
Yeah, that is.
Because this series was amazing.
Yeah.
And Kolchak, he was a journalist. That's what he did.
He was, but he was more than a journalist. He full on got in it.
Absolutely. It was the investigative journalism. Awaken your inner Kolchak. Everyone. In today's world.
He lied a lot to get through shit.
You think that these people in the news and the mainstream media are not lying?
Oh, no, I know they are.
Yeah. The thing is, Kolchak was trying to tell the truth.
That is true.
To the people. His editor wouldn't let him tell the truth.
Yeah. Which is like, why though?
Because a lot of times, depending on whatever situation, there were government officials, whether it be cops, whether it be mayors, or whatever it was, that did not want the people to know the truth. That was, and that was back in the 70s. This is not new.
Oh.
And what is pissing off some of these, of the mainstream media, which you've got to realize that is the propaganda arm of the deep state. They can't control the narrative anymore. They can't drive the herd the way that they used to could, because anybody with a cell phone is Kolchak. That character, he was absolutely fearless. He would go up to and yes, he had people to bail him out, usually his editor, because he refused to be silenced.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted the truth out there. And that this series was the inspiration for X-Files.
I can see that.
Oh, yeah. Which was great.
But X-Files took that and ran with it, and they amped it up.
And
it was awesome.
It was so sad, because that was, even within the FBI, Mulder was, he wasn't part of the club.
No, he was ostracized.
Uh-huh. And that it explored the corruption.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as keeping the public ignorant of so many things.
That is true, but he also had a personal experience of his own.
Absolutely. And that was what, drove him onward.
Yep, yep, yep.
And I'm not saying, I'm sure that there are people that are good people and are trying to do their job within some of these government agencies. But the people have lost faith because these agencies have lost face. Same thing with mainstream media.
Yeah.
No, I can sit and I can watch some of these independent investigative journalists on X, and I know I'm getting a more accurate representation of what's going on than anything that the mainstream media is going to show me.
Mm-hmm.
When you supposedly have a reporter that has gone through a crime scene with that somebody did something heinous within the past day, and they expect somebody to believe that? Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Nope. But it does happen.
Not with that. That's
No.
You remember there a couple of weeks ago when CNN had gone through that one place and they're like, "Oh look, there's
Oh, no, that
someone
was
under the
script-
blanket."
That was scripted out the ass.
Absolutely. So is this. Wait till you see it. That dude that was there in New Orleans and stuff like that did the heinous that he did, and they supposedly, this reporter went through his dwellings and this was where he was making the explosives. And it's like, how stupid do they think we are? And maybe
See, I
some
have
people
no
are
idea.
that stupid.
See, I haven't caught wind of none of that.
Oh, well. Because some of us are news hounds. Some of us do have... It doesn't matter how much background in journalism
Sounds
and
like this shit
reporting
was-
you have. It doesn't matter when. Who, what, where, when, why, and how.
This shit was
That's
planned.
it.
This shit was planned.
Sure it
Granted.
was.
Dude.
There's no way. And as far as dude that used the Tesla and the Tesla contained the explosion and not even the front door of the Trump building was harmed. Yeah. Somebody didn't think that through.
Yeah, no.
And that within this, that somehow miraculously, like 9/11, dude's ID was left intact, just a little melted.
Just a little melt.
And they expect people to believe that. And this is what is pissing they off. People are not falling for it this time.
Yeah.
Because that you do have people out there that can talk amongst themselves, that can interview people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, they're not falling for it. And they're going, no.
Well, what the devil intends for evil, God intends for good.
Yeah. So this is true on anything. Be alert, be aware. Situational awareness right now, dear God, for the next however many months until like March or whatever, anywhere you go, be aware. It's not a matter of being afraid. Just know who the hell is up around your space.
Yeah.
I've avoided large gatherings. Being an introvert can really, work well for you sometimes,
And
especially right now.
I'm going to can I add to the paranoia?
Sure.
You really don't know who's working for who.
Right.
In those large gatherings.
Right. That's not a matter of paranoia. Like I said, it is situational awareness.
Yeah.
And especially in today's world where you've got so many people that are mentally unwell. Yeah.
Yep. And unhinged.
Yeah. And I will say that they have brought the guardian angels back there in New York to patrol on the subways. And the guardian angels, that was an organization maybe back in the 70s or 80s. And one of the main things, one of the identifying features about these folks was that they have these red berets that they wear.
Okay.
And
Ooh.
people trust them. And that one of the founders, and these folks know what they're doing. They do. And the founder was speaking the other day. I saw a clip on this. And this guy that, God love him, I mean, you could tell that this individual had some severe problems. He had no shirt on, and he was up there, and he was sort of making a stand, but he had this odd little pot belly going on there, and I'm like, oh, There's multiple levels of problems there. And the guy from the Guardian Angels was kind, and he came out there and he talked to the man like a human, because the man was a human. And towards the end of just this very slight exchange, he found out that the shirtless man, homeless, that he had been in a mental health facility at one point, just scared. And he leaned up against the man from the Guardian Angels and just cried. And the man just stood there and held him and told him, we will get you some help. We need long-term mental health facilities again that are properly run, where people are not going to be abused. We need assisted living facilities. Lots.
Yeah.
So that these people can have a sense of independence, but they have somebody that they know is helping them do basic life stuff, because for some people, they can't.
Mm-hmm. There is a great need for that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a great need.
Absolutely. And it just... So things like that, independent people joining other people. I'm not talking no vigilante shit, because most of the time those people are out there, they don't know what they're doing. There's a difference between a vigilante group and a militia and different things like that. We have so many skilled people, and that they can, as far as do things lawfully. Mm-hmm. I think it's the Sean Stryker, that's the word. He said there's a difference between legal and lawful. Sean, if I've got it wrong, I'm sorry.
But what you described there was a example of compassion.
Uh-huh.
That most police officers, let's just flat out say it,
they're not trained.
They lack it.
Yep, they're not trained.
A lot of...
It's a bullying tactic is what they're trained.
Yeah.
Comply or else. We'll beat you down.
A lot of jail guards, prison guards.
Oh, God.
They lack it immensely.
Yep. I had contacted somebody, and it's amazing the people that I have contacted over the years, and the silence has been deafening. Anybody who works with inmates needs to be required by law to have a body camera with audio on them anytime they're around inmates.
Mm-hmm.
Because for too long, these people have had their private kingdoms where they treat people horrifically. They allow horrific things. I'm not going to go down that road, because it just, I leave it every day.
Mm-hmm.
And to sit there and that constant not knowing, that constant waiting for a phone call or the phone call.
Yeah. There needs to be major reform.
Mm-hmm. But even on that, the independent journalist, they don't have to call themselves a journalist, holding people to account for abuse of power. Because, let's face it, there are people who abuse power.
Oh, yeah.
And for somebody to blast that out on social media for people can see what's really going on. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's why they're censoring people online.
Mm-hmm. They're trying to. It's like the drone thing.
Yeah.
That would not have gotten as much traction had you not had independent people videoing this stuff.
Mm-hmm. And
Even
you're still getting traction.
Yeah. I was reading today, they had a short story about that they're still seeing some of these black triangle-shaped craft up there. Some of them say that whatever craft it is the size of a bus.
Oh, shit.
Uh-huh. All this stuff is going on.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's concern. That's really concerning.
Everything's concerning
well,
right
you
now.
know what I saw like a couple nights ago, and so it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Weird black planes, and then something just suddenly shooting across the sky for a second.
Yeah. Interesting times.
I saw it.
So, awaken your inner Kolchak.
Yes.
You, too, are a reporter.
You know, But dead ass, there are stories of people like going real deep into shit, like online research or whatever, not even posting about it or whatever. And FBI agents like raiding them or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like
yeah.
that has happened.
Oh, that's been happening for years. Because remember, internet was developed by the Department of Defense.
Yeah.
It's a weapon. It's a tool. It's an incredible tool. But every one of us are under surveillance 24/7 now with our technology.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
It's greatly horrifying.
And that's all right. They will do what they will do, and God will do what He will do.
Yeah.
And there will be a day of reckoning. Final thoughts?
Oh, interesting times.
Absolutely.
Shit.
Don't give your power away. Do not give your power away. Do not comply. Do not comply.
That's why I have a game called Killing Time.
You want to tell them where we can be found?
You can find us on BitChute, Rumble, YouTube, and BitChute, Rumble, YouTube at Orlando's Cup of Coffee with Scream. You can also find her on X, previously known as Twitter, Orlando, COCWS.
Yeah, kids over there. Give them your handle.
You can find me at, it's that alien. It's
It's
all one
there
word.
in the description box.
It's all one word.
I am going to, we'll have to do a cup in the next day or so about, I'm going to add in the little hashtag things there on YouTube where you can put, they never work. They even tell you they don't work. Human made instead of AI made content, because that's coming. But we'll do a cup on that on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yep. Bye.